I mentioned in the beginning you're, I think, an advisory member to Development Data Partnership. Do you want to tell us a bit about that?
Yeah, I would love to. So I want to give a shout out to some folks at the World Bank who I think have come up with just incredible ideas. So Holly Crambeck is the one who runs this, and the idea is there are a lot of tech companies that are either sitting on or have the ability to create data that is really useful for folks involved in, development or humanitarian assistance. And that's not just like donors, but also country governments. And then simultaneously, there's a lot of people at the World Bank, at the IMF, the regional development banks that are pretty hungry for data. So she and her really great team created this development data partnership. It's like a two-sided partnership. So on one end, you've got those big donor organizations, and on the other, it started with like pretty big tech firms, so Meta, Google, Twitter, but has since come to include a lot of smaller ones. Premise is one of those, and we provide either pro bono data or I should say, the ability to kind of work with us under a common like data licensing agreement, and then they make all of that data sort of available on advertisement to those organizations, and they put in research proposals. And then if I click yes, they do it. And so, but since it's the World Bank and IMF are kind of the two biggest ones in here, they're really using that data in conjunction with different government ministries, either for everything from like transport planning, through health service delivery. And they've got a pretty cool fellowship program in place to kind of like second researchers to work with their partner governments. So in that sense, I do actually think it's much more locally led. Um, and yeah, I wouldn't say that I do a ton of advising. I think Premise is a member partly because we're giving away pro bono data, and I also try to help raise awareness of it, right?